Good morning, everybody. Welcome back bright and early to Amazon Prime Day, Day 2. We're going to be going over some more Amazon tech and gaming deals that I found for you guys. Hopefully save you guys some money on some stuff you've been after. Hopefully you were there last night for the live stream. That was definitely a good time. And if you missed yesterday's video, we had a bunch of great deals in that as well. So if you missed that, check that out as well. But yes, we're gonna go through some more tech deals we found this morning for you, run through them all, have them all listed for you guys in the description down below so you can check them out. And reminder, today's the last day. This is the last of Amazon Prime Day. So let's hop right into these tech deals.
Okay, first up's a pretty good one for anyone looking to upgrade their peripherals with a 75% wireless Monsgeek keyboard that actually has ACO V3 Pro Creamy Blue switches inside, complete with a really nice Miami Nights keycap set. I had that on my keyboard back in 2021, so the fact that it looks like this on here for a wireless 75% I think is a pretty good deal. Yesterday they did also have the cream yellows on sale for $51, but it looks like just the cream blues, which are a nice smooth tactile switch, is on sale today. But again, that same 75%, user-friendly form factor here, and you have wireless PBT keycaps, hot swap, 5-pin sockets here. You can use it on Mac or PC. I think this is a really good option, and it looks really nice too for a $50 pre-built keyboard. Now for some mice. I was actually really shocked to see these on sale because these just came out. If you remember a few years ago, Pulsar had their the clear, super clear, this mouse right here. And that was like a super limited edition. They re-released it now in their X2H super clear model. So they revamped it, brought it back for the newer models. They have it in the clear and the clear black, so you can pick between if you like the all clear look or the translucent black appearance. And it's with both the mini and the medium models today. So the X2H and the X2H mini on sale for just $70, 30% off from the retail price of $100. And again, these just came out recently, so these are, I think, a pretty damn good deal if you love the transparent look with the design, the see-through shell with the switches inside, the PCB. This could be a pretty good pickup for just $70 instead of $100. And again, you can pick between either the mini or the medium version. Next up, something that I just showed off in an episode of Cool Tech Under 100 last month for June, the Anbernic RG35XX, which is a Game Boy Advance SP emulator and a really cool handheld. So you can see it has that same clamshell design. It comes preloaded with 5,000 games, all the way from Nintendo DS, PS1, PSP, N64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. There are 5,000 games, a ton of games on there to go back and revisit, play again. I know I love doing that, original Tony Hawk games, Pokemon, all that good stuff. And it has a 3.5-inch IPS display that looks so much better than the original Game Boy SP did, going back and just comparing the two. But it also comes in the silver, the gray, the transparent black, and the transparent blue model. I really love the silver here because it matches that just nostalgic hit. You know what I'm saying? This looks so good. Same design as the SP. And I paid $94 for it just a month ago when it came out. Already on sale, 20% down to just $71. So if you do want to go back, revisit a bunch of those games, play some PS1, N64, DS, whatever, you can do it all on here for $70. Then going right along with that is another one of the products that I showed off in that episode of Cool Tech Under 100. This the Aulumu M01 wireless charging station, a 3-in-1 magnetic charger for your iPhone, your AirPods, and your Apple Watch. Looks really nice and clean too. I love the fact that it is collapsible, so if you want, you can just lay it flat on your nightstand, or you could, prop it up like we have here, use the MagSafe to hold your phone, and then also charge the AirPods and your Apple Watch underneath. This was well worth the $110 that I paid for it, let alone 20% off now, down to just $87, $88. So again, revisit that episode of Cool Tech Under 100 if you want to find out more about it, because it's definitely a pretty cool charger, well worth the new sale price. For some more CPUs, following up from yesterday, we had some pretty decent deals. People were crying that I didn't show off Intel, but I don't make these deals up. Intel didn't have a lot of good deals. So for the crybabies, I have 2 more AMD CPUs on sale today, starting with the Ryzen 7 7700X CPU. This is 8 cores, 16 threads, a 5.4 gigahertz max boost clock speed. Definitely a pretty good price here. 40% off, down from $400 down to just $250. A really good, like, mid to higher end budget GPU. It's definitely gonna have no problem handling a lot of AAA games. But if you're really trying to up it, you can go with their AMD Ryzen 9 7900X3D, 12 cores, 24 threads, 5.5 gigahertz max boost clock speed. This is one of the best bang for your buck deals out there for a CPU that's going to handle pretty much whatever you throw at it. This price of $327 is nuts, considering it is still one of the, the best options out there on the market even today. And you can see it's almost 50% off from $600 when it first came out. Next up, we have a nice workstation kit from Fanttik. This is their E1 Next workstation for their nice electronic screwdriver here. 64 magnetic bits, 12 different types of tools, as you can see here, for like prying stuff, tweezers. Great for like repair kits for glasses, phones, keyboards, all that type of stuff. 2 different torque settings. Magnetic pad. It all folds up into the nice carrying case. This is on sale for $76, and just like yesterday I showed you guys, if you use the coupon code FrankE1WS, I'll put that on screen for you guys, it'll take their Prime Day savings down to just around $70 additionally. So you can knock another $6-7 off of that with that coupon code. I've worked with them in the past and my coupon codes are still valid. So again, why not take advantage of it? Get you guys some extra money off some good deals and some cool tech. Oh, another Pulsar mouse. I should have categorized these better, but that's okay. This is the Xlite V3 ES. This is their medium-shaped ergo mouse. Their 3395 sensor, 100 hours of battery, the 4K dongle included, wired. It's an 8K polling hertz mouse, but wireless 4K with the dongle. But what I like about these is the OLED display that it has built in and the aluminum scroll wheel. So you can get it in the white, the red, the green, or the black. And taking a look underneath, you, let's see which pictures. Here you go. The OLED display shows you your current battery percentage, what DPI you're at, the liftoff distance, and your current polling rate. So really cool to have that information just at a glance if you want to change it up on the fly or just double check what your battery's at. The nice built-in OLED right underneath, and you have that nice thick aluminum scroll wheel here. 4 different colors, usually around $130, but on sale now for $90. So some really good peripheral options for Prime Day, and it doesn't end there. We have some more peripheral stuff coming up, but I did see these were selling out pretty quickly, so I wanted to show it off for you guys. This is from CMF, which is a sister brand from the company Nothing. I'm sure you're very familiar with Nothing. This is their Watch Pro 2. So I have the first Watch Pro, and this is the upgraded version. Man, my pictures are not working, are they? Nice round bezel here. They have 100 plus different watch faces built that you can customize. All the stuff for your heart rate monitoring, SpO2 monitoring, 120 different sports modes. But what's cool about this model is you can actually change what the bezel is around the watch face. So they come with 3 different ones, from a smooth one, a more squared off one, and a beveled edge. But I think it's pretty cool. You can customize it on the fly. They had 4 different colors, but seemingly only the orange and the gray are in stock right now. It's like the silver color here. But yeah, only $60 for this, $70, and it just launched recently, a week or 2 ago, for $80. So already on sale. And this one was just another crazy price that was too good to pass up. Only $20 for the Echo Pop and a smart RGB light bulb. So usually it's $60 for this duo, but you can get these both for only $20. So put the smart speaker wherever you want around the house, in the kitchen, on the nightstand, on your desk, and you have that smart speaker there. Use it to control whatever you want via Alexa. Then you have that smart bulb to just, make your room blue or red. And yeah, not a bad little duo there for $20. Now another really good deal, these are for a 2-pack of the Wise-Cam Pan V3. This lets you control the camera on the fly with the app, with a full 360-degree panning, tilting, and zooming mode. So the camera on that base turns all around. You can keep an eye on stuff. And they're indoor and outdoor IP67 rated, so it can get snowed on, rained on, weatherproof. It's still gonna work outside. And with the 2-pack, you can have, one inside and one outside to keep an eye on things. You have 24/7 streaming, so you can just pull it up on your phone, keep an eye on what's going on. Full color night vision. Definitely a good little duo here for some home security cameras for just $56 off of the retail of $80. Battery banks are always a popular request. This one is a 140 watt, 2500 milliamp hour battery bank that looks dope, and it's actually practical as well because it has a smart display built in right to the front, so you can see what percentage you're at, how much longer of battery life you have for the actual hours and minutes, and then what the total input, output, and current wattage is for each of the 3 ports. There's 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A, so you can keep track of all of that just with that little OLED screen there. And this little blue bar is the battery gauge. You can see it go as it charges your device. Definitely pretty cool. Again, 140 watts, 25,000 milliamp hours will definitely charge up your Surface Pro, your MacBook Pro, your MacBook Air, and whatever phone you have multiple times. Only $80, but there is that $15 coupon as well to bring it down to $65, plus an additional 5% coupon to take off of that as well. So a really, really good price if you need a big beefed up battery bank. But when I say big, it's not big size wise. You can see in comparison here to the cable. I mean, yeah, just power wise, nice and good. Yeah, okay, I'm tired. It's early. I'm sleepy. We have a follow-up from one of the most popular items of Cool Tech Under 50 that I ever showed off, the Morpilot tire air compressor. The one that I showed off was bigger and slower because this one, as you can see, is 2 times faster inflation, has a 9,000 milliamp hour battery built in, and is also half the size. So this is absolutely great if you're out on the go and maybe your tire pressure is getting low or you get a flat. This will pump it up for you in just minutes. Also has that 9,000 milliamp hour battery built in, so you can charge your phone and stuff if your battery is getting low. Some SOS situations. And speaking of which, it also has a built-in SOS mode with a red flashing light and a built-in flashlight. So this is a great thing to have, a great thing to pick up. Put it in your glove box, forget about it until you need it. On sale down to only $40. And there's an additional $4 coupon code to take off as well. So just around $36 for this, I would say is a must-have, and it's an improvement over the original model that I showed off a few years ago that's been very, very popular. Now, one of the cool things about this is DJI has a pretty good deal right now, 20% off, $240 for their DJI Mini 4K drone. And this particular model is interesting because it's only 249 grams, so you don't need a license or to register this with the FAA. You can fly this for leisure or just do really whatever you want with it, get some nice videography with the 4K camera, 31-hour max flight time with the current battery. I believe it comes with the remote. I'm not 100% sure. It's right here in the picture, so I would assume that's a safe bet. But yeah, only $240. Now for some more peripherals. I haven't tested this personally, but I've heard nothing but good things. This is the Wormier SK65, an all-aluminum 65% keyboard that is also gasket mounted with sound absorbing foam and different materials inside, like a palm base to their custom Wormier linear switches. There's silicone. The PCB has flex cuts, multiple layers of EVA foam, hot swap PCB obviously, 3-mode connectivity over Bluetooth, wired or the 2.4 gigahertz connection, 200-hour battery, comes in the white and silver, the creamy white, a nice light blue, and a black version here with that metal weight underneath. So a really good price here, only $71 instead of $90. And again, I haven't tested it personally, but from what I've seen on watching YouTube reviews and stuff, nothing but good things, and it sounds really, really good as well for a pre-built stock keyboard like this. And another one for all those rapid trigger lovers out there, this is a very, very popular model, the Drunk Deer A75 rapid trigger keyboard. A nice 75% compact keyboard with a nice knob up on the right hand side, and you have the rapid trigger switches inside. So if you're familiar with like the wootings and stuff like that, very similar in execution here for only $100, and you have that nice 75% form factor, which I prefer over a 60 or a 65. All black, RGB. You have the, I believe there's PBT keycaps on here as well. Doesn't really confirm here, so either PBT or ABS. But again, the big thing about this are the magnetic Hall effect switches for rapid trigger. Sensitivity range of 0.01 to 3.6 millimeters, and you can actuate it as many times as you want in a single keystroke for only $103 versus $130. Now this one is just gonna be great for if you need just a second monitor, some more extra real estate at your desktop. Not for like gaming, because it's only 100 hertz and 1080p, but if you want to have this, you know, just next to your main monitor for browsing, Spotify, if you do coding and stuff, you want to have this vertically, or if you like do a lot of photo and video editing, just have just extra screens for only $67. This not a bad option at all. Again, the specs aren't wild here. 1080p, 24 inches, 100 hertz, but for the price of only $67, it does make for a good option just for a secondary screen to have without breaking the bank. This was recommended by a viewer last night during the live stream, so a good little pickup here if you need it for that case. Now we have an internal NVMe from Western Digital. This is their black SN850X, a 4TB Gen 4 PCIe M.2 SSD, up to 7,300 megabytes a second for only $250. That is absolutely wild. Would retail for $700 when it launched. But that price for those speeds and that capacity of 4 terabytes is a great price here. Definitely one of the cheaper ones out there, and it's also one of the fastest ones at 7,300 megabytes at the 4 terabyte capacity. Put a bunch of games on here, your most frequently used software, put it in your PS5. This is a great deal for that. Winding on down, we have a nice little bundle here from Fifine. This is their XLR microphone bundled with their streaming interface here that also has an included XLR cable. So by itself and individually, they have the typical price here listed as $100. Save $20 to bring it down to $80. And again, you get all three: the XLR cable, the actual XLR microphone, and the interface to control the levels on the fly. It has different like effects and stuff built in. You can loop things. It has a line out for monitoring, RGB, all that stuff. We showed off the XLR mixer in the past. Definitely a good price for around $40 to $50. But here you get the Trio for just $80. Got a really great pair of headphones here. From Sennheiser, the HD560S over-ear open-back headphones. Sennheiser is an extremely popular audiophile grade company. These are very highly rated as well. It's one of those original designs that they've had around, timeless now, for like 15 plus years. And the 560S looks really nice and clean as well. They do have like, you probably saw like the Noctua colorway one in the past, like that like light tan color, and like a silver and black one. But these look super clean. Really good price of $140 versus $230 usually. And then for a big boy, we have the Hi-Fi Man XS. These are massive open ear planar magnetic drivers inside. So these are big, they are heavy, but they sound incredible. And this is a wild price, getting these on sale for just $380 versus the $500. A really good price on them. And I know these are like a new redesigned, their planar magnetic diaphragm inside is now 75% thinner than previous models. So you're going to have much better detailed imaging, faster response, and as it says, lush, full-range sonics. So I realize that they're crazy big, and that might not be for everybody, but if you haven't tried planar magnetic drivers and headphones in the past, they will blow you away with the sound quality. So these for $380 versus $500, a really good price.
Yeah, all right, guys, that'll wrap it up for Amazon Prime Day 2024. Hope you enjoyed these last 2 days of tech and gaming deals. Have everything you saw today listed for you in the description down below so you can check them out. They expire tonight at midnight Pacific time, so you still got some time. You got a full day's worth. And like I said, check out yesterday's video if you missed that as well. A bunch of great stuff between yesterday and today's video. I know there's some stuff that I'm gonna hop on right now before they sell out. So hope you all enjoyed. I'm randomfrankp. Have a good day.